and welcome back to my channel, Very Darn All Woodworking. Today we're going to be talking about one of the biggest challenges that people new to woodworking face, and that's the cost of tools. Now, a contractor table saw can cost easily hundreds of dollars, and cabinet saws range well into the thousands of dollars. But you don't have to break the bank as a beginner to get a solid table saw. Used table saws like this Craftsman here are a great option for people just starting out. Let's dive in and take a closer look. This is my Sears Craftsman 10-inch contractor saw. This particular model is from 1980, making it 45 years old, and it's still a solid performer. In its day, this was one of the most popular saws on the market, and it still holds its own against modern models. I found this one on Facebook Marketplace for just $35, and with a little sweat equity, it's become a mainstay in my shop. Let's break down what makes this saw great. First, it's got a 27-inch deep cast iron table for a reliable flat surface and steel wings on each side for stability when you're cutting wider material. It has two standard miter slots and a 10-inch blade with an arbor that can accept dado stacks. You can raise the blade for a cut depth of up to 3 3/8 inches, and it bevels from 0 to 45 degrees. Power for this saw comes from a 1 horsepower motor mounted on the back that drives the blade with a V-belt and pulleys. Now, it's not perfect, and there are 3 main downsides. First, dust collection, or rather the lack of dust collection. Apparently in the 1980s, dust collection wasn't so much of a concern, but today it's a must. Second, it's missing the original blade guard and riving knife, which mounted here on the back of the saw. For now, my safety plan is pretty simple. I always use a push stick, and I avoid crossing over the blade with my arm. Lastly is the fence system. It works fine once it's tuned in, but it feels a bit clunky and less precise than modern fences. I'm exploring some upgrades, but for now, I measure twice and cut once. Here are 5 tips that I suggest if you're looking at buying used. First, research the model's track record. Later versions of this saw had some quality issues with cheaper materials, so check reviews or forums. Second, insist on seeing it run. Listen for grinding noises or squealing. Those could mean costly repairs that you're going to have to deal with once you get it home. Third, get under the hood with a flashlight. Look for odd fixes like random wood or steel pieces which might hide bigger problems or indicate a history of rough use. Fourth, be ready to clean and tune it up. Dings and surface rust are normal and usually fixable, but deep damage might affect performance. Finally, be patient and don't overpay. Some sellers get attached to the tools they own, and they price their 45-year-old saw like it's new. Be ready to walk away. There's always another deal if this one doesn't work out. So that's it for today's video. If you're looking to build your shop on a budget, buying used like this Craftsman are a great way to go. Also, if you like what you've seen on the video, please hit the subscribe and like buttons down below. It really does help my channel grow, and it tells me that I'm headed the right direction with what I'm putting out there for you. Until the next time, thanks for stopping by.